Hello. Hello. 1 second. I don't know how low I'm gonna turn this, but hello everybody. How's how's everybody doing? Mini late games. It's been 1 minute. Not to me. I'm just on time, guys. Let me transition scene here. Oh my gosh, there's 2 of me. I love it when things go to plan. This is so cool. Wait, why is there 2 of me? Which one's the real me, chat? Welcome, Gems. Welcome, Real Roblox Dev Guy. Sal's Corner. 79LV3Q Breezy. Guess you could say it's been so long. Hey, you might be onto something with that. I feel like I've heard that before. Which one of me's is me? Hold up. This is the imposter me. How do I get rid of imposter? Oh, there we go. FNAF 1 S tier? We'll see. Yeah. Yesterday I was like, man, I gotta get a stream going. And then, Wi-Fi happened. But, this was the idea I came up with. And I think it's pretty good. Before we start, though, really quickly, I have some memberships to give out real quick. So let's do that, because I forgot to do that last stream. So, we'll see if any of you get it. I don't know exactly how it works, but some people are going to be getting some memberships here in a second. Let's see. And tell me if the music's at a fine volume. I need to turn it down for me. The imposter is dead. There we go. Send 5. Alright. We'll see if it works. Boom. There we go. Hope they enjoy the membership. Oh my gosh, it spams the freaking the box. And then let's do it one more time too for the good sake, or for good measure. Okay, well, there we go. Enjoy the memberships. Maybe that'll drag some more people in too for the rankings. Because yeah, today. Can I switch scenes already? Let's switch scenes. Damn, I didn't get one rigged? Wait, I should move you guys. Hold up. Should I make you guys tiny? Mini, even? I can move myself down a little bit here. I don't want to cover the chat box up. Here we go. Something like that. Alright! Secret of the Mimic VR in Gibby tier. Wait, why are you truthing? Congratulations, U10. Yeah, exactly. Alright. And I had to pay for mine? Hey, member content soon. I gotta lock in with that a little bit more. I've been busy on the next video. It's getting too long. I'm having to trim it. I'm trying to trim the fat. Hello, Digidog. So, I have 4 tier lists. I don't know if you can you see a difference on the stream? Oh, you can slightly. It moves a little. Why do I have 4? We'll see if I end up doing 4. Actually 3 is probably fine. I don't know why I had 4. But one I wanted to focus solely on the gameplay, and the other one I wanted to be a more well-rounded image, right? Because it's a little tough to specify, like, you know, including the story, just it complicates things a lot. So I wanted to separate it, and then I wanted one for you guys too. You know, it's good to keep the community involved a little bit. So I don't know exactly how you guys are gonna vote, considering there's like a lot of tiers here. Oh my gosh, this music. Subtle suspicion that I'll never get membership? Hey, trust. Can't wait for the Steel will hate this stream. We'll see where I rank it. I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna put things. But I can't keep delaying much longer, so I don't know how I'm gonna get you guys to vote. I'm gonna figure it out, but it might be through the Discord. I'm not quite sure. We'll see. I don't want to streamline it to the Discord. Polls or using chat messages. That's the tough thing. There's too many tiers for chat messages. That's the annoying part. NA. I don't know why that's there actually. I don't know why I put that there. I think that was because the third ranking was going to be solely story, but I don't think I need that, so I was going to put like this in NA, but I don't need that third one. I already know FNAF 2 is S tier. Okay, well let's let's start the conversation with FNAF 1. FNAF 1, like, okay, before I rank, FNAF 1 started the whole series, right? Obviously. So there's clearly, it clearly had something special. I don't know if I can, ooh, I should pull up some, that'd be interesting if I could pull up some gameplay on the fly, but I don't know if I have that available for you guys. For some good background while I discuss it. But FNAF 1, it's not bad. It had something going for it. It started the series, but so we'll start. This is the well-rounded one. This is not the gameplay one. FNAF 1, I think I gotta put A. It's simple for the time, or for now, but it nails the atmosphere. The animatronic designs are really well done. I would almost be tempted to put it in S. I doubt myself, but I think I'm gonna put it A. We gotta leave some room up here for, like, security breach, guys. Come on. We can't forget security breach. It's simple, but it's done correctly. Exactly. It doesn't have to do a lot. It's the first in the series. It's just getting you in the door. Gameplay-wise, if I'm being nitpicky, it's very simple. And this isn't including atmosphere, right? Like, atmosphere is peak, exactly. That's what carries it a lot. The gameplay, I wish I had, like, a title for this on stream that I could just... Here, let me add text to the screen so y'all know which one I'm on. So if gameplay ranking is on screen, you guys will know that's the one I'm looking at. Because I want to get 2 of these. Add new source. Text. Gameplay tier list. It's a bit big. Boom. So if we're switching over to gameplay, I'm going to put it here. I think I'm just going to go game by game. So look at this. Of course, it's just gameplay. It's like C. It's B or C for me. It's simple still, but like it does what it needs to. Yeah. FNAF 1 started the Bonnie is blue purple drama. That's true, but I'm happy with my A ranking. I think that's pretty good for the non-gameplay. But for gameplay, what do you guys think? I'm curious on your thoughts. What are we basing the ranking off of? So this, where can I hide the text? This is normal. This is our regular one. The second one is gameplay. This is the gameplay tier list. B tier, I think BT. Put Secret of the Mimic VR in Y tier. I don't have a separate one for Secret of the Mimic VR, unfortunately. Can you guys see my mouse? What the heck? Why is it gone? Oh no, it's there. I would put it B. I'm gonna keep it B. But for you guys, I guess I can't do a poll of all the things, so put your number in chat for FNAF 1. That's the best I can offer to get everybody involved. So just put the number or like number tier, and I'll get the general consensus for FNAF 1. FNAF 1's an interesting one. I think it's one of the more successful ones as a whole. It has the least like glaring issues, I would say, of all the games. It's just solid. It doesn't have any crazy lore twists or things that started the whole series. That's something. B, 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 A, C. That rounds out to a solid B. A, leaning A. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I'm seeing the most B's. It seems like it's gonna be a B for you guys, chat. That's I pretty agree. I rank it a little higher in my general, but I'm also more of a sucker for the click team stuff. I assume you guys might be a little kinder to some of the Steel Wool stuff. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. Well, for now we can move on. Overall S, no question. Slop content, okay. Look, I haven't done this in a while, and it's really fun to do these tier lists. And I'm curious how my opinions have changed. FNAF 2. Overall. Overall saves this so hard. You're gonna see in gameplay where I put this. But tier list says gameplay tier list instead of text. True. I was trying to think about something like that. Not that. Hetero above, sure. Let me text you. Gameplay Why is it list? Boom. Thank you. That's a great suggestion. Let's move you up to the top. Nobody's going in the gameplay list role. We'll see about C or D. It's the only thing that saves it from F tier, which, you know, I'm just gonna put it there now for the gameplay one. That's the gameplay one. I got the reminder now. The only thing that saves it for me is the death minigames. FNAF 2 is the most peak game. I don't like the gameplay. And I might be over-hating it with this, but I gotta let people know, okay? Some people are putting too much love into FNAF 2. I gotta balance it out. I gotta balance it out. But the death minigames are really cool. I keep saying that. I think the end of night minigames are pretty decent. Like, I like the lore stuff. It's a chore to play, yes. I liked that the custom nights give you little trophies, too. That's something that future games don't really do. Secret of the Mimic in F tier? Hey, we'll see. So I employed a little technique called clickbait, and we'll see if I put it there. You're right. Let's go. Gameplay punches you for using the cameras. Exactly, yeah. If we're switching over to gameplay, yeah, there's nothing redeemable. I don't like the cameras. Why are we stuck to one the entire night? Like, you are significantly punished for going off of there. And I just don't like the overall flow. You're doing the same thing where it's Foxy, and then it's Puppet, and then it's the mask animatronics. And like 80% of the cast is the same mechanic. Like, what makes Withered Chica different from Withered Bonnie? Nothing. They had the same gameplay. FNAF 2 in gameplay is C? Okay, well, you're a little kinder to it. Deceiving his audience? What? No. Secure to reach an F tier. We'll get there, chat. We'll get there. So what do you guys think? You guys can start putting your numbers in while I keep yapping. I don't like The Office either. I'll say that for FNAF 2. I think 1 was really well done. I think 2 is a bit too bright. I know that's not the most unique complaint, but FNAF 2 isn't as scary. The atmosphere is a little lost for me. Just a little. True. That is something else that does put it, I guess, in C. I love a lot of the animatronic designs. I love the Wizards. I'm sad they got shafted in the movie. But, yeah, start putting your numbers in, chat. Where does FNAF 2 lie? Like, the animatronics, the renders are not bad either. It's just you don't get to see them. D, C, S for Balloon Boy alone, banned. S, Breezy? What are we doing? Breezy, why? Like, intense gameplay loop? No, I missed that earlier. No. It's very reaction-based, but that doesn't make it good on its own. I'm telling you, guys. Like, just because you have to, like, you're constantly doing things, I think that's better than doing nothing. C? I'm seeing a lot of C's. I'm gonna put it C for now. It's just like, it doesn't matter if it's not fun. And you shine Foxy. You wind the music box. You immediately flip mask. And you do that 90% of the night until Toy Bonnie in the max mode just kills you. B, general, C, gameplay. It seems like the general consensus is C, maybe B. Had a lot of fun playing FNAF 2. There's stuff to get from it. Don't get me wrong, I just think it's very flawed. And that's why I put an F in gameplay, because I gotta, you know, counteract the FNAF 2 lovers, aka Fred. Fred's the main one I know. What is this song? Sad ending theme. I've not heard this in a while. Let's get out that. It's not supposed to be sad. Space Lobby 2? Sure. Let's turn the music up a little bit too. Okay. Back to the normal, my list. FNAF 3. I don't know where I'm putting 3. Gameplay's still not the strongest suit. But it is a very personal experience. And I like I don't hate the Phantoms. I appreciate it more too after playing VR, because VR is like even more butchered than everything else. I'm seeing B's in chat, and I think I'm leaning the same way. Like, especially because this is the overall list. I'd almost lean an A in the all list, just because of the minigames. I love the secret ending clipping into the minigame stuff. Like, it would be below FNAF 1 still, but like, I love that stuff. I think it's just an improvement over FNAF 2's death minigames. Although, I wish there was some more random RNG stuff with them, I guess, but RNG's horrible, 3 in the lures. I know, the gameplay's still not the best. I think the gameplay takes a bigger step up later. It's just the minigames. This isn't the gameplay one. The gameplay one's gonna be different. Jump scares are very scary, that's true. That's true. I think I gotta keep it at a B. I think A, I love the environment and the idea of the horror attraction. In execution, it's lacking a little bit, for sure. And you guys, yeah, like, I'm overlooking the bad parts, I think, for the parts that I enjoy. Yes, your vote is including Lauren's story. You guys are taking the whole picture. I just have 2 for myself, because, you know, I love talking about the gameplay, so. And obviously my rankings differ quite a lot. So right now, they both only go down. When considering gameplay solely. FNAF 3 goated? There's so much division on this. FNAF 4, we're not quite there. FNAF 3 is kind of boring. That's another thing, right? Because there's one animatronic, I think that's a big flaw with it. It's very boring, and then it ramps up, like, really quick on Night 5 and Nightmare Night. Like, for some reason, those 2 are pretty high octane, and the rest are just, like, weirdly stagnant, I feel like, most of the time. Okay, DJ Music Man. Sans, run Bad Apple, inside Doom, inside FNAF Help Wanted, and a bag of chips from the prize counter? No. Okay, you guys are already putting B's. Okay, aesthetic was perfect, but not ARS. Okay, I'll put B. Above or below FNAF 1? I'm assuming below, unless you guys say differently. But you guys are putting that there. Gameplay, D, for me. It's better than FNAF. It's better than FNAF 2 to me, but there are still some glaring issues. And it doesn't reach FNAF 1's flow. As simple as FNAF 1 is, it works. Talking about the game is driving me insane. Clavis, you're a FNAF fan. Make your own tier list, okay? If you disagree with mine so much, I put an S, B, C as reasonable. Yeah. Well, obviously some people are gonna have different. Yeah, below I figured. Obviously people are gonna have different favorites. Like on a different day in a different world, I would put Security Breach in S, and there are reasons for that when I get there. That's gonna be a longer discussion than these early ones. Sire Squawk's background music. Hey, what can I say? Sire Squawks uses peak Security Breach music. Well, time for FNAF 4. I had such a good time with FNAF 4. I don't like some of the audio dips. It's not perfect. It's not S. I can't put it S. Oh, hey, 5 months. Let's freaking go, Sans. Nice. Thanks for the mini-bit membership. I'm gonna try to get another video out. I've been lacking with this stuff for you guys, so I need to lock in a bit more. I got some stuff recorded though, so I got a backlog. Aggressive mode Springtrap's the worst thing to ever exist. That's why it's in D. It's not that great. An S tier every way. Really? I'm afraid to put it in S. I'm afraid to put it in S. I love it. I gotta revisit it at some point. But I feel like community's very divided on FNAF 4. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know as much. I almost want to put it in S, but not quite. I do think that I enjoy the gameplay more. I think this is the one that's a consistent A for me, just across the board. I don't think it quite reaches S. I think we're gonna get there later. But I don't like the audio dependency as much as it is. It really forces you into the jump scares sometimes. Like, it's very forced. But that's okay. It doesn't detract from it too much. And I think the gameplay really harks back to FNAF 4 for me a lot. Or FNAF 1. Which it's supposed to. I like 4 Solid A, exactly. Yeah. Ain't my favorite, has some special sauce. Despite not playing, I had fun playing some of the nights. Wow, I'm surprised. I thought FNAF 4 was a bit more hated in gameplay, but hey, good to hear. Okay, well, it sounds like you guys are just saying A then. The best? Really, so far? I'm surprised. But I don't even really disagree. I think that a solid A across the board, like, including lore, was it the best for communicating some things? Maybe not. It stumped people for a while. The box, I don't like the box just getting left behind. But it could get picked up again, backed up again. But I don't know. Halloween edition is separate on here? What? You guys noticed that before me. What are we... What happened in Halloween edition? I don't know. It's like the same gameplay, so I guess I'll just put it NA here. I don't know. I don't know of any differences. I don't know if I've touched Halloween edition in a long time. F tier? Okay, do you guys know Nightmare Mangle's audio design? I do know about that. That's right. It has the garble, doesn't it? Gameplay-wise, instead of NA, maybe I'll just like tank you to D. I don't know. FNAF 4's gameplay is a little too heavy on audio. I kind of agree, but I still, oh my gosh, I still think it's the best here, and I don't think it detracts it enough for me. Halloween edition S, Nightmare Iona's peak, but I don't think he's peak in this game. I think he's better in later games. Sorry. I like his design though, so maybe this gets some brownie points. I like the Halloween designs. It's just like, it's not enough to save the whole game. Kind of mid, but Nightmare Iona's cool. I'm glad the people like Nightmare Iona. I don't know where to put this really. I really think it's very similar to FNAF 4, but like slightly worse. Like, I don't know, if you guys want to rank it somewhere, you can put your rankings in. But I don't really care. It's just Halloween edition. Halloween adds nothing new to the gameplay, basically. The Mangle audio is technically gonna affect the gameplay a little bit, but I don't know. I'm gonna put it down here just because that is true. I did forget about the Mangle. Hello, barely active. What's up? F? Oh my gosh. Who do you like more, Nightmare Iona or Electrobab? Well, I'm Electrobab's biggest fan, of course. Which character have I drawn before? I think that answers your question. Well, the only one I have right now is an F for this. So if nobody else wants to vote for it, totally fine. We'll just plop it in F, and that works. FNAF World. This one, I know. I've seen divisive thoughts on it. Like, some people are like, chef's kiss, you know? Like, yeah, like, FNAF World is slop, but it's my slop. Exactly, Clavis. Like, some people just love it for what it is, and others are like, yeah, but as an RPG, it's heavily flawed, and so I don't like it. I see where they're coming from. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't know if I can put it S. That feels so... It is my list. It is my list. I might put it S. See? Barely active guy, by the way. Gotcha. Low-key, it's B overall. You might be right. I can't. I gotta put it here. I'm sorry. I can't quite put it C or B, like some of you are saying. I low-key kind of grew up on this game a little bit. Like, I love playing this game, and I don't hate the art design of it a lot of the time. The mini games or whatever, I don't know about the clock stuff's just like whatever thrown in. I don't know about the lore either. Its place in the lore is like icky, but it's fine. Gameplay wise, I have fun with it, but it is kind of flawed. Like, I guess a B if we're just considering gameplay. I didn't get the stream notification. Hey, sometimes YouTube is just like a chud like that, I guess. I don't know. But FNAF was literally my childhood. That's what I'm saying. It was this, and then some of SL for me too. Maybe that's why we'll get there. Actually, we're not ranking SL yet. But SL has changed a lot for me as I've replayed it and reminisced, so we'll see when we get there. Incredibly more fun gameplay tier list. Yeah, that's what this is. That's the B. It's just the gameplay isn't quite as, honestly though. It's in the same place. Like if you consider, maybe I'm more consistent than I thought. What the heck? I didn't realize that. We gotta, okay, but what about you guys? Chat, where do you place FNAF World? I'm gonna try to average it out because I know this is a lot more spread out, but just put the letter, and I'll figure out the average roughly. But I like I said, I love the designs. I'm a little worried. I guess I haven't voiced this before. I'm a little worried about what's it called? If FNAF World 2 has a different art style, like a really different one, because I kind of like the character designs and like the Pinky Pills art that came out and stuff. It's a little concerning. C C A B S B. That's like a B or C. There's a lot in B though. I don't know where in B we're putting this. I'm gonna put a bottom of B because I'm AA. Could almost bring it up past 3. Somewhere here is where I'm feeling right now from you, chat. C, but better than FNAF 2. Okay, I think this is a fine spot to put it. FNAF World is the most divisive so far. I mean, there's a reason that it got taken off of Steam so quick and stuff. There's quite a few issues with it. Don't want a FNAF World 2 doesn't have the same visuals. That's what I'm saying too. That's why I was worried when it's like that art came out and it's like completely different. I'm like, this just doesn't have the same charm. But some people, I swear I've seen some tweets that like criticize it, and I'm like, really? Because I love it. But Halloween is just a DLC, cut it more slack. This is not actually the Halloween DLC. Including the Halloween DLC, I might bring this down to C. I'm gonna leave it now. But this is the what's it called? The troll game. Haven't played it myself yet. Maybe that could be a future stream or a future video even. Although I don't know. So I'm gonna put it in gameplay NA because I really just don't know. From a viewing perspective, it's like D. Like I don't really. It's just it's FNAF World kind of. It's whatever. You guys don't have to vote on that one either. I'll put it in NA unless I see somebody like, oh my gosh, that's my favorite game. Then I'll throw it in S maybe. Make a new tier for FNAF called FNAF World above S. Put FNAF World in SSS above FNAF World tier? No. Rejected. Thought that was update 2. We could pretend this is update 2 if we want to. You know what? Let's do that, chat, because I don't think anybody cares that much about the troll stuff. Maybe they meant this to be update 2 even though it's the troll. This is the troll game, but I don't see any other troll games on here. So maybe they meant for that to be the update 2 and they just used the wrong image. So let's actually talk about update 2 because I didn't consider that in this ranking. Update 2, I don't like Freddy in space. I hate Freddy in space with a burning passion. The baby teaser's okay at the end. The characters being OP is not super fun for balance, but the balance was never really something. I would put it still here if we're considering maybe better than 2. No, but this is overall fun. FNAF 2 had better. I'm gonna put it here. But then for gameplay of Halloween, it's like here for me. Is it still possible to play the original FNAF World? Yes, it is. I believe you can still get it on Steam through some command or something. I might be wrong with that, but I know there are 1.0 versions out there. But yeah, if you guys want to, you can vote on Halloween, but it's just update 2. It is what it is. It's nothing special. Sister location. Sister location A tier, S tier, S. SL customized B. What? Okay, we're gonna have to flip that, real Roblox dev guy. This guy's weird Halloween and versus voice acting. If you guys want to vote on it, but go on right ahead. I do enjoy the update 2 story. There's not much story there, but it's got some moments. It's got some moments. But it's still low for me. Even if it's just Birdman venting. What? What are you talking about? No, that Henry is desk man. Okay, SL. I think I love SL's atmosphere more than FNAF 1. Like, I think it's the only one to top the atmosphere of FNAF 1 so far. 4's close. 4 might, but, SL, I would almost put S. But then I think about some parts of the gameplay and the balance. And I think about the checkpoints. And I don't know where to put this, because I hate the checkpoints. But I love Ennard Night. Ennard's part of a regular. Gotta go. Bye. But, like, the cutscene, or the checkpoints are so bad, chat. If you've played it, you have to know what I'm talking about. It's so bad. And I'm just gonna, I want to run up to Scott and be like, Scott, please. It's so close to being good. But I think I'd put it, like, here. Maybe above FNAF 1. Yeah, I'll put it here. Overall. Anybody likes SL because it has Ballora in it? We don't. Clavis, what are these lies you spread? Likes SL because it has Electrobab. Base doesn't even have Electrobab, I don't think. Actually. But, nice try. Gameplay-wise, Custom Night's a different story, guys, remember. Like, I think overall it's decent. It's very story, like here. Maybe C. Maybe C. I gotta populate C at some point here. Nah, we're gonna get some C's in a bit. I see some C's down here. I don't need to worry about that. Night 4, need I say less? Yep, that's true. Night 4 dragging the whole experience. Yep. I like difficulty. That is not the kind of difficulty I'm looking for. Okay, real Roblox dev. Why? Why do you think SL deserves to be an S? Okay, what are you guys ranking? I see C, I see B. Oh, I like the story. I like Elizabeth. I like that we get to see a lot about her. More than a lot of other characters. I like Ennard's design a lot. He's like my second favorite character in FNAF. If we're including just games, I think he's my favorite design. But the idea of the storyteller tree is a bit more interesting to me overall. A or S? S? Voice acting for the first time. Voice acting was pretty good too. That's why I put it here. Gameplay, like, it does slip a little. Ennard Knight's good, the rest of gameplay's F? Damn! Yeah, Ennard is really good. I don't mind the repair stuff. Breaker Room I just suck at. And the other stuff I usually skip, but it's not that bad. One of the strongest stories, yeah. So C, D, S, dude, another one. They just get more divisive. How do we feel about, like, here, chat? Like, put some B's. C, my brother's saying D, I say S. Like, at bottom of, like, below world? Better VA work than Secret of the Mimic. Better than Edwin, I would say. Yes. More consistent. Ennard is a peak design. Wait, that's true. Circus Baby's canonically half the height of mini-bite games? Well, I am rather mini, so that's a shocking fact. B, C behind FNAF 2B for balance. Higher than FNAF 3, though? Really? I'll put it higher than World, but I'm seeing a lot of divisiveness about it, so I'll put it here. I think that's about the closest to consensus I can get. S, y'all are cowards. Okay. Interesting. Ennard inside. Okay. Sister location custom night. So. I love SL custom night. I don't. This is maybe this is more of a personal thing. Maybe people like it, but not this much. I don't know. I love the mini games, the little bits of lore it gives for the small DLC it is. I like that the private room got expanded upon. I like that you can use your keys to close the doors. That's something that was new to this version, is a keyboard integration, which I love. The mouse isn't always the best, but when, like, the custom mouse, but when you get used to it, it's not so bad. And I know that because I recently beat the max mode. The max mode's really satisfying. Better than FNAF 2 and 3 and 4, kind of. 4 is weird. 4 is like the challenges, so it's a little different. SL, the Mike Trap update. Yeah, and I love Mike's speech at the end. The teaser with Dark Springtrap, who's totally different from normal Springtrap. Update that confirmed Mike Trap. Yeah, you guys are right. S and story, A being gameplay. I love the gameplay, but I'm gonna keep it there. Customize A tier if you won't put it in S. Better than FNAF 3 in terms of scares. Yep, it keeps the atmosphere of Sister Location, which I love. The renders are pretty dang good. It's pretty scary. I like the jump scares a lot still. They have a little bit less. They have some less sauce. They have less sauce than the basic ones. I don't know why like Ballora's faceplates don't open. Like none of the faceplates open, which is weird. I'm guessing Scott was in a rush maybe with making this. But what do you guys think? What does the chat think? I think the oxygen thing can get a little annoying, but like once you just lock in and try the custom nights, I think like the different challenges serve like great experiences. And yeah, I just think it's an overall good experience. I have a theory that Circus Baby is half the height, which means Mini Byte is 14.4. Wait, 14? That reminds me of a certain theory. And a certain ex-theorist. Sister Location custom night. Yeah, you guys better freaking rank this somewhere good right now. Put the ranking in the chat. I like Sister Location custom night, but that's crazy high. It's my ranking. I'm sorry. Look, this is all relative too. Like, this isn't like S tier is game of the year, you know? This is for FNAF standards, and I think this is the peak of FNAF. I think there's other stuff that's in contention for top, but this is, I think, pretty peak. What are we on? Custom Night. Sister Location Custom Night, because it's technically a DLC. SSS. Boom, 3 S's. Mini Arena 2 is pretty badly implemented. Yeah, having 2 mini arenas is so weird. That is one complaint, is that it doesn't have Circus Baby. Almost enough to knock it to A, but we gotta have some in S. We gotta, spread the love. Dictator Mini Byte. I saw 3 S's. Is anybody gonna bring it down? Clavis, now's the time. Fight the chat. Bring it down. I could see a top of A. From you guys. Is S, I changed my mind. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. The power of Mini Byte games. Yeah, FNAF. S is still an F compared to Super Mario World. Yeah, it's all relative. Like, is FNAF gonna reach Portal 2? No. I think Portal 2 might be an S game for me. Like, in the grand scheme of things. But I don't think FNAF's getting there. S is fair, either that or A. I see some lower than S, but I'm seeing a lot of S. And then not a lot of people are putting in lower rankings right now. So I think we're keeping it there. S because of Electrobab. Wait, that's true. Okay, Pizza Sim. Ooh, this is one of the reasons that I have. No, this is not one of the reasons I have a Splendid 2. What am I saying? Pizza Sim is like, ugh. I have such mixed feelings. Because, like, I like parts of the gameplay. I like the Tycoon. Who hates the Tycoon here? Nobody. Nobody hates the Tycoon. If you do, you're not a real FNAF fan, and I said that. Yeah. But the salvages are also not bad. They got aura. That's like the best renders. But then the office gameplay. Can I really stretch it to an S? My brother confidently said L. And then you think of the jump scares, which are like worse than FNAF 3, arguably. And it's like, but then you think of Henry's speech, and you're like, you know what, this game's not so bad. and you think of the mini games, and you're like, you know what, this is not so bad. Pizza Sim night gameplay's dog. I don't think it's the worst in the series. I don't think it's worse than 2 and 3, to be honest. It's just such a mixed bag to me. I praise this game a lot, but only for the good aspects. Like, I will say, this might be my favorite game. Like, because SL Custom Made, that's an add-on. Sister Location might be my favorite game now that I reconsider. But, like, I love the Pizza Sim aspects. Pizza Sim by itself, S. But I can't just package that and, like, salvage it together and call it a day, you know? I gotta put it here, I think. Like, I don't want to keep flowing A. I'm putting a lot in A. I need to, like, yeah, Office, meh. Yeah, I wish there was more visuals for the Office gameplay, too. I don't even hate the ideas. FNAF should have ended here. That's debatable. I think we got some stuff that makes it worth staying around, but there's an argument to be made, in terms of quality, that maybe things aren't the best. But I don't know, I think story-wise, at least, we're fine. We just needed a couple years to clean up the mess that was Security Breach. I think at least A. You might be right, chap. I'm stalking A, though, a lot. I might rearrange a little bit at the end to balance the list a little more, because I have way too much in A. Here, I'm gonna move World down 1 here, on the overall. I need to stop putting them on the same list. Let's do something like this. Nah, let's not be that drastic. Let's do this. Okay, not bad. Gameplay, you're losing me with the gameplay. I think this is my first C. It's got its ups and downs, and that's what C is for. C is right in the middle. You get the highs, you get the lows. You put them together, you get a C. If this is in order, is it better than FNAF World? That's the question, isn't it? Oh, man. Don't ask me that. Ugh. Don't even. Ugh. Yeah, I think barely. Think the story and stuff overall. That's why it's lower, gameplay-wise, but when I add everything else, it's slightly better. Just edges it out. But gameplay, C, I'm not going farther. I think parts, like I said, I will praise Pizza Sim in my videos sometimes, but only for certain elements. I think not just having straight Office gameplay is good, because the non-Office gameplay parts of this, like, flourish. I don't know. What do you guys think? What does the chat think? Put your vote right now. The aura or feeling, something that really attracted me about Pizza Sim. Yeah, there's a fun energy to Pizza Sim. I don't know what it is exactly either. Actually, I do. Yeah, the salvages have a really distinct aura to them, I'd say. Let's change to Secret of the Mimic here real quick. There we go. C, B, S, B, S, C. You guys have a lot in B, so I'm not putting this one in B. Office gameplay really lowers it. I'm feeling high C here. Unless you guys think it's better than World. If you think it's better than World, I might knock down World to a C for you guys. I like having a balanced list, and right now these aren't balanced. This one's not bad, actually, but we gotta balance our lists, chat. Although it's not too bad, I guess there should be a bit of a curve in the middle. C, A, D. I'm keeping it high C right now. Yeah, love the minigames, exactly. Yeah, minigames, I think they're pretty chef's kiss. Pizza Sim, better than World. Okay. Well, I'll move World down 1 then. It is better than World. Okay, cool. Good to hear. Then we're in a similar place right now in our rankings. You guys rank FNAF 3 a little higher than me. I rank SL a little higher. That's interesting to see. Huh. Okay. Ultimate Custom Night. Better than World by a lot. Okay. Well, we'll leave it here then for now. Gonna head out. Have a good day, Horizon. Ultimate Custom Night. The customist, the most customizable of the games. Lore Keeper, Midnight Motorist, all of that is peak. Midnight Motorist gives me a headache, but sure. That's true. Including how it was released, that's kind of fair sales. Pizza Sim had a lot more hype with that for sure. But UCN, me personally, I have a great time with UCN. I like Vengeful Spirit stuff, even though the discussion around it isn't necessarily the best. Might be better than Pizza Sim for me. Not better than 1, I would say. Jump scares are still kind of bleh, But the Mortal Kombat Armageddon of the FNAF series. I think here, I'm not helping the balanced allegations though. This list still ain't balanced. But overall, I like the Golden Freddy stuff, even if, you know, maybe it hasn't been concluded in the best way. I like 50-20. I think it's really rewarding. Even if it's not very balanced, it's like a hard 1 minute, and then there's some RNG later in the night, but I still like 50-20 as a whole. And yeah, I like that we got it. I think it's a great cap end to like that part of the FNAF series. UCN A tier, BB Vengeful Spirit. Hey, that's what I believe. BV Toy Shink. That's where I'm at right now, and I'll argue a little bit about it if somebody really dislikes that. Yeah, I've seen people like because Teeterheads made a video on it, so people are like, why do people believe BV Toy Shink? He wasn't killed by Athens. Like, well, there's some ways to make it work. Jump from 45-20 to 50-20 is insane. That's true. It's very exponential where it's like before you've added Funtime Foxy, and Puppet, and you know maybe 2 others. It's like not that bad. But then you start adding those and it just gets crazy. David Toyshink I don't have a problem with. That's like second. That's option number 2. It's right behind. That's right behind BV Toyshink. Okay, I'm no hater of David Toyshink either. Gameplay wise, oh, where did I put it? Because I'd rank it a little high. I think it's better than this, better than this, better than 1. Ooh, you're pushing your luck. With better than 1, maybe. I might put it A. I really do like it. It's a little. This might be a little biased. I like the gameplay. I think this is where I'll put it. What do you guys think? What is your rating? David Toyshink, BB Toyshink. It's like comparing apples to apples. That's true. They're like brothers in a sense. You know, two twins. Very, very similar. BB Toyshink and my Minibite game stream. What do you believe, Clavis? I don't actually know. I'm a chud. I don't know. Who you believe the Vengeful Spirit is? Probably William Vengeful Spirit, to be honest. Guys, Minibite told me he believes Mike Toyshink. I was always sus of that. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was also a little overly sus about the BV stuff in dual process theory at first. I've come around to that a little bit, but Mike Toyshink, you're not winning me over on ever. S for gameplay, B, A, B, B. Okay. I can't quite put an S. I don't think it's quite here. Might be better than this for gameplay. I don't know. It's not like, it doesn't lead you through it very well. The challenges are like, okay. I might put it up 1 for my personal gameplay tier list, but BBA. I might put it A for you guys. I think low A. I just swapped mine to be different from yours, I guess. But yeah. B, okay. Well, y'all have a lot in B, so I'm upping it to low A. Because this is my stream. Genuinely don't know at this point. Honestly, that's fair. I feel that to a certain extent too. I just want to put myself in a boat and be happy. So I choose BB. And I think it makes the most sense besides like a couple big holes. But it's the most well-rounded to me. But honestly, based for not knowing. Hello, Pin YouTube. Welcome. If you want to vote on UCN, you can quickly put in your opinion from S to F. Dual process are goats, but honestly, Mike Toyshink is not that good. Yeah. little ass, but it's okay. I still dual process definitely pretty goated with the theories still. More than I ever was. I'll admit it. Fiona Toyshink, I don't know. I haven't watched Fiona Toyshink in all the time it's been out. I don't even know what the frick we're doing. 2 tier lists. We got my like overall, my gameplay, because I talk about gameplay, and then your guys's. Maybe I can put community. Hold up, I'll add a tier that just says like community or chat. I'll just put chat. Add a row above. Chat list. There you go, chat. You got a label now. A to S. Not only best. Okay, cool. Then that's where we're keeping it, guys. A it is. Gameplay wise, I say it's the best. Interesting. Okay. I'd almost flip it for you guys, but I did see some B's, so I'll leave it fair. I'll keep it there. AR. let me think about that a little bit. Fiona Toyshin good says friendship theory in it. Really? Sounds a little biased, perhaps, Clavis. Interesting. AR is like, I don't know. I don't even know why I have this in here. For the lulz. Oh wait, this is you guys. Right. That was you guys. I put that in your guys for the lulz. AR at its peak was pretty fun. I'd put it like here, maybe a little more. Nah, not quite. B at its peak. Now it's killed in the gutter, and like the gameplay at the end was bad. I'm gonna put it in F. Nah, D. I gotta save F, I think, for a couple. Gameplay was super shit, kind of. I mean, the end. At the end, they revamped stuff. I want to make a video on it, if I can find enough footage and like recollect my own memories and experiences on it. But since it's down, it's tough to make a video on. I only like AR for plush trap. I don't even know how plush trap works, to be honest. Hey, I guess we just got some food. Let's freaking go. But it was also a cash grab. This is my overall tier list. Yeah, D is fine. Gameplay, I might low-key move up one if we're considering the original gameplay of it too. Is fun first time you play, but after a while it's mid. I played it for like a decent bit. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed as they added some new mechanics. But like C, I think for gameplay is pretty kind, all things considered. I'm not gonna lie. That's, you know, I'm kind of like a good guy for that, I think. Being a little gracious. But yeah, D overall. Low D. Then, what about you guys? Before we start to move into some of the big hitters that I've talked about quite a lot, let's see what do you guys think? F? I saw a lot of Fs when I brought it up, so does that stay true? Are we missing any games here? Let me make sure. Yeah, no, I think we're good. F, C tier is charitable. Insane, FNAF era is canon lore that's scrapped. Yeah, it's weird. Cash grab? What are you talking about? Low D or F? D, C is charitable. Yeah, it is. Yeah, D, F. Okay. I don't know if you guys are going to have another F. I don't know how kind you guys are going to be. Low C? I might have to put it D then. Because that does average out to a D then. Yeah, D 100? Okay. Fine. I hear you. I hear you. My hands are up. D is totally fair. Woodland Toy Freddy, you get to stay down there. I'm sorry, man. You're not making your way up to the big leagues. Not today. Freddy in Space 2? Haven't played in a long time. I should probably revisit that, to be honest. I've played Chica in Space decent bit more. Not gonna lie. But Freddy in Space 2 is like whatever. Better gameplay than AR, maybe. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't gotta replay it. I'm gonna put it there. Same with gameplay. I don't know. Better than Halloween Edition, I think, a little, but it's whatever. We gotta move on to some of the bigger ones. What do you guys think about Freddy in Space 2? Any thoughts? FNAF World Halloween Edition is better than AR. That was just a joke one, but you know what? Fine, I'll move it. I'll move for you guys. Well, Freddy in Space 2 is the Daco song. That's true. If you want to put that in your ranking, you can. But I just speedran it. It's whatever. Better than AR overall? Yeah, I'd actually say so. Who cares? That's true. That's what I'm saying. We can rush through this to get to the first. I don't know if this is the first beefy one. We've talked about a lot, but this one has a lot of baggage with it. I'll say that. Especially since I have so much script written about it for the next video, so I got a lot of thoughts. It's an okay, ugly game. Fair assessment. I do not care. Well, I'm gonna put it in freaking slightly better than AR, maybe. I don't know. You guys can put, if you guys disagree, yell at me in chat and I'll move it. But there's your guys' ranking. Or side scroll or whatever, it's lame. Help wanted. Let's move on now, because I can tell you guys want to discuss the first Steel Wool entry. I actually have some gameplay for this. I do. I've been playing it a lot for the upcoming game, and if we're talking about VR, my rating, or what's it called? My review is pretty glowing. Except for, I'd say 30% of the game. 70% of it's really pretty solid. And then there's the other 30 that does bring it down. I gotta think about this now. Right, because jump scares are, like, not bad. Especially compared to Steel Wool's later stuff. And they were a really small team at the time, guys. You gotta, I don't know how much we consider dev, you know, team size. I think it deserves to be considered. They were pretty small for this project, and I think that this was the one that captured the essence of FNAF most to me. Of all the games they've released so far, this is the one I think that's got, like, the eeriness down and the atmosphere the best. I think this does Sister Location a lot more justice with the environments than Help Wanted 2 does. So yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, if any of you are in the Discord too, you can join the Discord. To hang. I just chill there. I'm starting to post some updates for some projects I'm working on there too. So, yeah, you can totally join there. Link in description. It's not One's fault. It's set up tarnished easy S tier A. Not all minigames are good. That's what I said. Like a solid 30%, I'd say I have issues. Fully Windward. That's what I was gonna get into next. This is all of Help Wanted, and that includes the flat mode. The flat mode release broke a lot of things, for me. It's meant to just be for accessibility, which I mentioned in the video. It's totally fine to just port it for accessibility reasons. I get that. I understand. But, like, the UI is ugly. The way they updated some things is extremely lazy, which I'm going to get into in the video. And there's a ton of bugs. If you run the game over 60 FPS, like if you run around 90, I think, I got to test a bit more, to be fair. When I'm finalizing my script, I'm going to do that, and I'm getting more footage. But I'm going to see how high I can push the FPS with my FPS capper before the game starts to break. Because over 60, things start getting iffy. And if I don't use an FPS cap, I can't beat the game. Like, straight up. Without using cheats. So, including flat mode, all things considered, I'd put it like here. I'm not even gonna lie. I love the story. I love the story. I think in VR, it's the best that I think Steel Wool has to offer. As a VR sole experience, not considering all the other baggage, it's S. Maybe S. But, like, all the way it's been handled and everything, I love the setup for the story. Regardless of where it went in the future and how butchered glitch trap was moving forward. Sure, they could have used it more in this game too, but it's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with what they did here. But yeah. So, gameplay-wise, I don't like 2 and 3 that much. I think parts of Night Terrors are kind of eh. Parts of Dark Rooms are also kind of eh. But overall, if we're not including bugs, this is just purely from a gameplay analysis standpoint, might be better than 4. I'd put it here. Just because there's no story. I like the story. I like the atmosphere, pushes it a lot. But just strictly gameplay, here, I guess. I think that's fair. Dog flat mode will destroy Secret of the Mimics rating? You mean with VR? We'll see when we get there. I don't know if I'm gonna include that yet. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna debilitate, or what's it called? Deliberate on that when I get there. I don't have a VR, never played it, but I still think it's A. I disagree, personally. I think it's interesting too that they released like a full-time edition that fixed some of these issues, but then it's a PS5 exclusive that I believe you had to rebuy. I don't think it was a free update, unless I'm mistaken. Maybe you got a discount if you already had it, but it's still like an additional purchase, which is kind of insane. So I don't really agree with that. What do you guys think? B, A, B, B. Okay, what else? Let me think of what else. I like the Christmas update. I wish we had more just like chill whatever updates. I love the Easter eggs too. That's something I wish FNAF nowadays had more often. This actually had the Easter eggs like old FNAF. Like just the mini arenas in some of the levels, or Helpy in the hub. Helpy's also in FNAF 2 for some reason. There's like, I believe an Endo in one of the levels can like pop up. I think some posters maybe can change. Might be mixing that up. B, B, S, S, A. Lot of ranges. I think it's looking like a mid to low A. I'm gonna put it there, I think. How do we feel about that, chat? I think that's pretty fair. It's got a lot of content, which is to be expected because it's from a full dev team. But credit where credit's due. I think this might be my favorite Steel Wolf FNAF game. Maybe. You know, not including flat mode. Flat mode really does bring it down. But I'm just solely thinking about VR. VR is solid, and I'm glad it exists. Endo 02 can appear in Mango Event in FNAF 2 Office. There we go. I actually did get the Endo 02 in the FNAF 2 Office when I was playing it for the video. So that Easter egg will probably show up when I start editing. I'll put it in. FNAF SL, should I get it? It's pretty cheap. You gotta have patience, and definitely I would very much so recommend the custom night. So yes. Secretly a Steel Wolf fan? That's the first one, guys. Although the next one's not gonna convince you that I'm a hater yet. We're gonna get there. The later ones are gonna be where it's a bit more of a mixed bag. Dreadbear. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. That's about how I'm feeling. I think these two at the top. Nothing else is going in S tier, by the way. I'm gonna tell you. These two are the peak of what FNAF should be to me. I missed the fan game stream. We're gonna do the marathon stream eventually, and I'm gonna go back into fan games. I'm just doing a couple streams, chill with FNAF, mainly because this stuff kind of relates to my video a little bit, and I need a break from all the fan games. Kind of scared of Dreadbear. Yeah, no, dude, Dreadbear has the best game over screen, best hub, best Easter eggs. We never gotten Easter eggs like that since. I love the atmosphere of the levels. It's still scary. The horror hasn't dropped off yet. I think it's a better VR experience than the base. And they gotta make more custom minigames, and they were pretty good, all things considered. There are still some bugs. This was not a free update, I believe. I believe it costed money. But, yeah. This also brought the Withers, I guess, technically along with it for a free update. It low-key better than base game. That's why I put it there. I think, I wish Steel Wool did this again. Basically. I wish we had this atmosphere, this level of horror. I wish we could just transfer the sauce that this had to every new game. But gameplay, I rank it a little lower. It's good, it's great, but yeah, this is the best Steel Wool's gonna do for gameplay for me, for sure. It doesn't get better. Maybe Help 1 and 2, we'll see. Maybe. Yeah, like the maze level, Trick or Treat is cool too. Yep. Okay, what do you guys think? Vote now. Is it true that there are FNAF 2 pizza boxes in the barn? Is that in Fazbear Entertainment's video? I know he looked a lot at the barn. I haven't looked a lot out of bounds in the Help Wanted games. That's theorists that I've been around have done that more than me. I just enjoy like the gameplay a lot, which is my issue with the theorist. I'm like trying to find the lore and I'm just playing the games instead of doing the research. Praising Steel Wool too much, fake hater. We just started. This is the first 2 entries, okay? We're getting to the point, okay? Things started good. Minibite was once hopeful. Minibite was once super content with FNAF. It's crazy to think. I wasn't always as bitter as I am now. Did Steel Wool peak for this? I think they did. I'm seeing decent bit, 2 S's, a B, and an A. I'm biased to put it in S, of course. Y'all might need another S. I don't know. I'm gonna put it there. I don't want to bias it. I don't want to bias it. S. Oh, that's 3 S's. I just don't want to bias it. Steel Air started well. Yep. Hopeful bite. Exactly. Now I'm bitter old bite. And we'll see that as we go to the later games. Hopefully the decline will be noticeable. Those of Steel are partially so looks they peaked with their first title. It might be true. The hopeful bite? That just reminds me of the desolate hope for some reason. I wonder why. A. I'll put it here for now. We'll see if you guys have another S. I'm not quite sure. You guys might go crazy on me and put Seeker of the Mimic in S. I'm watching you, chat. Fury's Rage. None of us really care that much about it, I don't think. I mean, I care about it for gameplay purposes. As like an overall package, it's whatever. Goes along with Freighting Space 2 for me. I haven't played Freighting Space 2 in a while, so I don't know if the gameplay's better or worse than that. I'm not a big fan of those kind of like beat-em-up games, but like, it's quaint. It did what it needed to. It teased Security Breach a little. Character designs aren't kind of cool, I guess, but it's not my favorite, and it is what it is. Secret of the Mimic is S tier. We're not there. Don't let me make the case. Let me make the case. Z. Just for that, I'll put it below. Sure. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. What do you guys think for Fury's Rage? Honestly, did not help Dream Theory. Yeah, Dreamgeist just kind of weird. It was just like a Scott game to tease FNAF. Or Security Breach. Where's Fury Rage? Right here. I put it low. Digidog, do you disagree? Do you like this sort of like beat 'em up style game? I just don't play a lot of these. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how good it is in comparison. We don't care about Fury's Rage. I know. I know. I need some ranking here. F. Okay, thank you. I'll take an F. Chachingo. D tier. The jab of the theory? Yeah, well, yeah. It's just a lot of references to that. I'll keep it F. You guys need an F, okay? Every tier list needs an F. Never mind, don't look at that. Every tier list will have an F by the end, so we'll put it in F. Unless you guys think you're gonna have another F. I am forcing one of yours into F, I will tell you. Never played, never will play. Well, I may be forced to play it in the near future for reasons unrelated to the channel, but we'll see. F. Okay, nobody cares. Good. I saw a B or C, I'm ignoring it. Just kidding. That's fine. Security breach. I never thought I'd put it here in my life. But am I? I'm tempted. Because every tier listed does need an F. I could move AR to F. But security breach? The issue with security breach is the effects of it are still affecting us to this day. That's the problem. I love the bugs. I had so much fun with the glitches back in the day. You guys, before the mini bite, there was a different me. There was the me that played security breach like every day and did fun challenges. For that aspect, it was glorious. And parts of the environment are glorious too. But like, the effects of it are still felt to this day, and I hate what it did for the series so much in like the grand scheme of things. FNAF hasn't been as scary as Curse of Dreadbear since. I don't know if that's Curse of Dreadbear's fault for some reason, or if that's security breaches, but we'll see when I play Secret of the Mimic in VR. I don't think it's going to be as scary as Dreadbear, or have the same aura. We'll see. I might eat my words on that. I'm open. My mind is open. But for now, it just feels like this tanked. This tanked the series for me. Help 1 and 2 wasn't as scary. Ruin wasn't as scary. It derailed the story. I loved the story going into Help Wanted. And now we're getting back on track like what? We got back on track with Secret of the Mimic, I'd say, a lot. And like with the books and stuff. And that was a whole nother debacle. It just spawned so much, so many issues. Like, this is just gameplay. Just gameplay. I'm gonna rank it a little higher, maybe. Better than FNAF 2. If we're including like glitches and stuff, I had such a fun time with it. This isn't including glitches though. And for that reason, I think it's more enjoyable than these for me. But like that might just be a personal thing. This is a personal tier list, so I'm gonna put it like there. But overall, it's the effects that it brought in the community, I just can't. I'm sorry, Clavis. I know you're... I don't know. I don't know if... I know you defend Secret of the Mimic more than me. Especially with, like, the pirate show and stuff because of the story. But I don't know actually how you feel about Security Breach. I forget. You have to go. Bye, Breezy. So the biggest modern FNAF game, and it was bad. Yeah, it just tanked FNAF's reputation, too. Was the biggest thing. What are level 12 security doors? That's true as well. There's so much you could go into. The mechanics are cooked. The only reason I put it here is because, like, there's some parts that aren't bad, I would say. They're, like, mediocre. Snooze Fest, when it works, it's so uninteresting. Yeah, I think there's elements to it that are, like, interesting. I think Endo's is not that bad. I think Daycare is, like, So that's why I put it in D. Still not a very good game yet. Gave us Astral Spiff, but low-key still D. Yep, that's true as well. In the grand scheme of things, there's so much I love that it brought us outside of FNAF, right? Like, the glitches and the community stuff, but then also the other community stuff with the lore. And Astral Spiff, it did give us Astral Spiff, but, like, at what cost to the series? They cut so much content. I love the cut content, too. They tank. It should get a remake. See, I honestly think Steel Wool needs a win right now. From what I've seen about how things have been going recently, they need a win. I think that could be the win. That could drive up a lot of hype, is if they redid Security Breach. I genuinely think it could be crazy. Will they do it? I'm not holding out hope, but we'll see. People find more fun Security Breach by breaking it and letting it be itself. Yep, exactly. So what do you guys think? Where do you put it? F, C, D, not S. It's not going in S, I'll tell you that. If y'all somehow put it in S against my wishes, the whole chat gets banned right now. No more chat. Secure Breach had 625 bugs in total. Hey, at least that's a nice round number. If true, that's funny. Scott's biggest fumble was SB? Scott and Steelwool. It was both of their fault. I would say, Scott maybe a little more so, but, like, it was both of them. I do not like to just put blame on Scott for this one. FFDD. Any other opinions? Right now we're tied. B. No, yeah, I think you guys would probably put it better than AR, from what I've heard of you guys. I'll put it like here. How do we feel about that? SB does have weird line deliveries too. That's true. I recently filled out a form, or I haven't quite finished it yet. There's a lot of questions on it, but it was like, what are some complaints? And I remember one of them I did put was like, there's some weird forced delivery, and the story is pretty incomprehensible. So I'll put it there. I think that's what we can put it at. Super F. Too bad it's a poll of everybody, so I can't just put it in Super F. Good spot. I agree. Ruin! Dude, it's been playing this big top music way too long. There's so many Oh my gosh, guys. Guys, what is this? What is this? Oh my gosh, guys. I gotta show you this. Crazy. Let me add a source to the stream real quick. This is so funny. Oh my gosh. Add an image. New source. Let me go to my screenshots. What? This is insane. Insane behavior by whoever made this. What is this? Way off the wagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. What are we doing? There's no way. Let me quickly put on a different song. But like, what? We can't be doing this, guys. Come on. Okay. Back to Ruin. We're not quite to gameplay, because that's a different opinion for me. I don't think it's much scarier. They marketed it as being a return to horror. It is not for me. Nowhere close. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Nowhere close to these two. Not even close. I put it like C. Like here. Cassie, I don't mind Cassie. I don't mind. Way of the wagon roulette, exactly. What? Why? Because there's apparently 7 different versions. I don't know. Ruin redeemed some aspects. But I was asked a question recently, was like, did Ruin redeem FNAF for you moving forward? I said no. It was not enough. It did, in some aspects it didn't. It brought us back to Mimic. It gave us darker environments. That's something. Same level of horror as the original games. I think it's worse. I disagree, to be honest. Yeah, no, I don't think it's close, because good horror should be backed up by good threats. All the horror is really scripted and relies way too heavily on stingers, and it's just not. I'm sorry, you can't tell me that the horror is as good as the originals in Ruin. Help 1 and 2 and Curse of Dreadbear was way better. Ruin solid B. Ruin introduced the Mimic. It's Mimic-tastic. Yeah, no, Mimic is the reason I'm putting it C, I think. It's good, but I think overall as a whole package, I think I might enjoy FNAF 2 a bit more. Just because those minigames are a little bit better, and I like the designs of FNAF 2 more. So, yeah, I'll put it there for now. And yeah, we still haven't gotten a continuation of it, so we'll see if that changes maybe when we get more context to everything. But, yeah. It's just middle of the road. Not enough to redeem FNAF, though. Gameplay, like there. I'm surprised I put it that high. No, I put it there. Because this is including the original AR. It's not much better than Security Breach. There's 2 games that separate them. It's so basic, and it goes between the same 3 puzzles, and it's so linear, and it's so basic. I hate basic. I don't see FNAF on that list. It's right down here. We're getting there. It's not that Ruin is scary. It's just that the original games aren't scary. I think parts of the original games are better at executing horror. That's true. That is true to an extent, but I think parts of like SL are scary. I think parts of 4 are scary. I think 1 is great horror atmosphere and like uneasiness, and I don't think Ruin has that. Hope you like boring puzzle sim and walking sim. Exactly. That's why I'm putting it here. Bottom of C, just like it's bottom of C here. It lowers its opinion for me a little bit, honestly, in gameplay. I'm surprised I put it C still, but yeah, that's roughly where I'd put it. I'd almost put it lower than 3, but it's fine. You read my message wrong? I know I don't see oh. Yeah, we'll get to that. That's gonna be an interesting one. What do you guys think? I saw some opinions. I saw some B's and C's. I think that's pretty fair. I think I'm a little harsher than the general community is on Ruin, but like, I really don't want this to, because I don't want Steel Wool to get the wrong message that we're content with this level of stuff, you know? That we're like, okay, yeah, this is good enough, right? I want FNAF to excel, and so I'm harsh on Ruin. And especially gameplay-wise, like, that's not even me being, like, extra harsh. I just don't think the gameplay is good at all. CCB. Pretty good. Okay. He is fine. Oh. For laughs, silence, and lack of update. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Don't worry, chat. C, I see the most C's. I'm gonna put it high C. Better than FNAF World, guys? Are we sure about that? Are we sure about that? I don't want a linear lame path for FNAF. Same. I feel the exact same. But like, are we sure about this? Can I not flip these? The biggest critics are the ones that care the most. Yep, that's true. That's what I've heard. Like in my time, you know, when I watch YouTubers and stuff who care about their games and stuff. And it's like, when people stop talking and stop, like, voicing their concerns, that's when the game dies. That's when the series dies, because there's just no care anymore. Below world, above 2. Yep, okay. That's where I thought it should be. Good job, chat. Hello, Alien Pointing. Welcome. Aren't the newer games less linear than the old ones? Yeah, but it's a different style of game. One's sit and survive. The other one is free roam. Free roam linear walking sim, that's linear, is different from sit and survive that's linear. I don't know how you're gonna really do a non-linear sit and survive unless you have like different environments and there's like a branching tree. But yes, they're both linear, but they're different styles of games. That's it. That's why I think being linear matters a lot more in the Steel Wool stuff. Super critical of FNAF, and it's my special interest. Same. Literally me. Okay. Help 1 and 2. As an overall package, I'm putting it like here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the story is very good. I don't like the hub. Or wait, sorry. I don't like the lack of Easter eggs and interactivity. AKA mainly through the hub, which sucks. I don't like the hub as much. I like that it's Pizza Sim, but I wish it actually did something. I wish there was something like Glitch Trap, anything scary. The game is overall just not that scary. I'm glad the gameplay, well, we'll see when I get ranked gameplay, but it's better than Ruin. I think it's a better overall package than FNAF 2. But, it's not better than 1 for me as an overall package. I've decided that as I've been making my next video on VR, I was wondering which one is better in my opinion. And I think I did finally decide that that the base Help Wanted is for sure a better experience for me. Can you explain S tier to me? Great gameplay. Not perfect, but pretty dang good for FNAF. Like, the best, in my opinion, for FNAF. Love the minigames, and it's just a fun, small, free package. Curse of Dreadbear, great atmosphere. Gameplay's pretty dang solid, especially if you exclude the flat mode. The flat mode has a couple issues. And overall, it's great for what a small team can do, and I wish FNAF was more like this. BC for no replayability. Does feel pretty empty. Yes, exactly. It doesn't have the extra sauce on top of it. Doesn't have Easter eggs. Sorry, Mike. It doesn't have, like, the same collectibles. Like, you can only pick up some collectibles, or they're almost out of range. You can't pick up the memory dolls for some reason. It was cobbled together, right? They said they made it within the year, right? Like, this thing was pushed out the door. And you can feel that. And that just automatically, I think, like, puts it lower. It's just... I love the endings, though. PQ4 might, like, in terms of, like, pure, like, oh my goodness moments, might top Help Wanted 1. I mean, Pizza Party's pretty crazy, too. But Princess Quest 4 was really insane. Part-time job simulator, boring to me? Yeah, that's fair. Too much memory game? Yeah. Benefited from DLC? That's true. But it didn't sell very well, so we did not get that. So, oh, did I skip Chica in Space? Oh, I did. We'll come back to it. I think for gameplay, it fares a little better. I don't think it's quite as good because those are like remakes. Although the remakes are of some pretty trash stuff. But like, I can't say it's better than these two for gameplay. Heck, I might move that real quick for gameplay. Think, somewhere here, especially in VR. Non-VR functions pretty dang well, too, compared to the original. But it's not enough to save it. The base gameplay's still not that great, so I'd put it, like, here, sure. Better than World? Better than SL gameplay? Yeah. But I don't like how they adapted SL. But overall, it just got more stuff in it. And I think there are higher highs for the gameplay than SL. 0 on scary factor. Exactly. That's why I put this down here. I don't think we've been as scary since. I think Secret of the Mimic, we're improving. I'm super cautious, though, about if we're going to keep pushing it. I think we should. But I don't know if we're going to. And that worries me. I don't want this to just, I don't want to, like the movies. The movies also have this issue where, like, 1, people complained it wasn't scary enough. 2, barely stepped it up, I think. Like, if at all, it barely stepped it up. The mask twist, the mask twist was also better than anything in Help Wanted. I think, like, moments where you just, like, are in utter shock are way better in Help Wanted 2. I'd almost move it up here, but no, not quite. Gameplay-wise, yeah, this is fine. What do you guys think? What does the chat think about Help Wanted 2? It's a very interesting game, and I'm sad not a lot of people enjoyed it, but not a lot of people got to play it. But like, they probably could have expected this given the drop in VR excitement, considering it wasn't the new thing now. And it seems like we may not be getting as much VR in the future, which is interesting to hear. C to B. Bottom A, top B. Yes, you guys are a little nicer. That's fair. So, like here, this is pretty fair. B tier, same as yours. Well, mine is technically low C, almost bottom B in my overall. But I'm a little harsher to it because I just want better of FNAF in general, like right now. So that's why I put these down, because it's like, I'm also taking into account the wider context of like, are these good enough improvements? Are they improving in the right spaces for me? And since it's kind of like a no, I have to put them a little lower. But a B for you guys is fine. Why are you eating, Sunyan? It's like lunch, and I'm like low-key hungry. So we're judging for eating now. Okay, I'm gonna keep it there. I don't know, I don't see any other opinions on it, so I'm gonna keep it right there. Alright. Chica's in space now, guys. I skipped this one. Once again, we don't really care that much. But we'll go through the motions. It's whatever. It was just to tease the movie mostly. I think it's better. I think it's a little bit better than this. It's just a really simple game. Really easy. It's whatever. Bro needs some glasses. What are you eating, son? You're right. Sal, I'm sorry. I messed up 2 of your messages today. Low key, my bad. What am I doing? Look, Look, eating takes a lot of my attention away from the chat. I'm focused on the food, of course, guys. It makes it so much more difficult to read chat, of course. But no, I'm eating just like a bowl of mac and cheese. Simple. Simple, easy, awesome. Hello, welcome. Feels so weird comparing Help 1 2 to FNAF 1. Yeah, I know. I agree. Like, I prefer FNAF 1 overall, but like this is your guys' ranking, and I think it's fine. It's fine. I find it funny. Look, hey, one of these days I'll learn to read. One of these days. FNAF fans can't read, guys. I mean, come on, it's a well-known part of the lore. But what do you guys think about Chica in Space, huh? I assume it's another whatever game, but I'm a little curious. Is there a Chica in Space hater out there who's like, I hate how easy the game is and that it teased the movie? Mini focus on food bite games, exactly. FNAF 1 is better. FNAF 1 is really cool. Okay, I'll move it. I hear you. This is your guys' ranking after all. FNAF 1 is really cool, though. There's a reason that there's still a community, what, 11 years later? How many tracks of this song are there? Okay, there's only 2. I just don't like the song that much, I guess. Okay, next song. Pretty good. C tier, okay. I'm just kind of putting them all of them in D tier. They're just whatever to me. But I can feel the... I hate how easy the game is. Alright, Chano, bro. For you, I'll put it like here. Unless you guys think it's better than SB. It's just whatever to me. NA, I don't know, Lamau. Okay, I'll just put it here for you guys. That's fair enough. Yeah, now we have the last 3. The last 3 releases. Quote-unquote releases. Into the Pit. I haven't done a deep dive into this. I've played it. I have 100% all the achievements. But I haven't really approached it for a video or a gameplay analysis. Mainly because I think it's pretty simple. It is I think it's really good as an anniversary game. I don't say simple in a bad way here. Like linear is kind of more of a negative term, but I think in this case it's a very different style of game, and I think it does it pretty well. Some of the animations are a little questionable sometimes. That Freddy one gets brought up, and it's like, yeah, it is kind of weird. But it adapts the story in a fun way. It feeds in gameplay really well. Slop tier needed for Mimic VR, son. We'll see. I wish I could separate VR just for the jokes, but we'll see. Maybe I can add an image, I think, somewhere. But yeah. I like Into the Pit, say around A. Yeah, hold up. Before I get too influenced. It's not my style of game exactly. I like Sit and Survive. You can imagine. But overall, like, it's presentation-wise, it's really good. I love the mini games and stuff. Like, as a whole game, I'm not gonna lie. Like here. Like, I really enjoy it. I think gameplay, it's a little lower for me. It's just not my cup of tea, I guess. Like, here. Maybe. Somewhere around Help 1 and 2. Help 1 and 2 has more of my kind of game, but it's less polished, I guess, and I guess I have a better time with Into the Pit. I'd put it here. Personal Espit sits at a good A tier, yeah. Yeah, I think mid of A is pretty good for me. And I think gameplay-wise, it's not my style, like I said, but I appreciate it for what it is, and I think it's pretty dang nice for, compared to some Steel Wool stuff, too, so. Buff LP became canon, that's true. Yeah, the minigames are pretty nice, too. I like those. But what do you guys think? I saw a lot of A's, so I'm gonna immediately put it like here. But you guys can tell me where in here you want it. Into the Pit, I think, is just pretty universally liked. I think some of the lore conversation around it's a little bit of a drag. Like how canon it is. I wish that wasn't a question. But I don't know. Lack of dialogue skips angers me. That's why you create a macro to spam E a bunch of times when you hold down a button. Big brain. That's your dialogue skip right there. Should be on the high tier. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think for Mega Cat's first game, I think I love the art style. Even if sometimes it's a bit spotty, I think the professionals would be like it's inconsistent. But yeah, below help wanted, above UCN. What do you guys think? Below help wanted. I see 2 below help wanted. Okay, I think that's fair. I can agree with that. I put it. Where'd I put it? I put it above help wanted in mine. I'll lower it 1 actually. Or 2? No, I'll put it there. I'll lower 1. I do have more fun, I think, with UCN. But, yeah, that's me. Alright, down to 2. Do I really want to save 5 laps for last, or do I skip ahead? Huh. Let's save Secret of the Map for last. I'm gonna keep you guys on the edge of your seat, okay? I'm gonna save the one I have the most personal beef with at the moment for last. Okay? 5 laps. This game is dead. It's like 5.5 feet under, you know? Almost 6 feet under. Almost dead. There's a little bit of life. Who actually played it? I did. I've played it a decent bit for footage and just in general when it came out. It's free, so, you know, I didn't spend any money on it. Mega Cat went to make Ghost of Sparta after Into the Pit. Yeah, Mega Cat's got their hands in a lot of bowls. 5 laps is just NA, bro. But NA is for, like, I really don't care. I even put the games I really don't care about in rankings. The only one I didn't is, like, Halloween, because it's, like, whatevs. Like, even more. D to F, S tier? No. It's a demo? Okay, but the actual game has nothing out on it. If this includes everything about the games, right? This game has had nothing for, like, over a year. Hello? Are we alive? It has no wider ramifications like Security Breach. I think Security Breach is gonna stay alone in F. But, 5 laps, I mean, I have more fun with it than these, but, like, more than Halloween Edition. Oh, I should move Halloween Edition to, like, here. Like there. 5 laps, it's like, can I wouldn't dare move it up there. What am I doing? Like there. I'm gonna be honest. 5 laps is not out yet. Okay, chat, this isn't gameplay. This is the gameplay one. That's different. Whole context. 5 laps more like 5 slops? Exactly. What are we doing? I hate 5 laps. I hate my son. 5 laps gone too soon. Like I said in my last video, I'm considering it dead. I don't see it coming out. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm a doomer. That's okay. I don't care. Didn't even have a Roxy Racer map. They had the sinkhole. That's the closest we got. That's true, though. But, and it seems like the demo was rushed. So, moving over to gameplay. Demo was rushed. It seems that way, at least. I really hope it was rushed, because it looks like it was. And the gameplay's not bad. It's very basic, I think. The Endo Wolf thing mixes things up a little bit, but not a lot. You rarely get to kill it, and there's no multiplayer. So gameplay, like, is really what, it's just a demo, guys. So you have to consider that in this. It's a demo, but, like, I'm accounting a little bit for the fact that it's a demo. Here, I'm gonna, like, shift these around a little. Just like that, I think. So I don't want to stockpile D anymore in the gameplay category. Why did I have this in here? It has some shining moments, I guess that's what I said. The one you shouldn't have developed? That's true. That's true. Clicking acknowledges to have creation more than 5 laps? Yeah. I don't think until 5 laps has anything, I don't have any faith in it coming out. Especially this year. But, it is, in my opinion, no hate to the developers, that game is the closest we've gotten to FNAF slop, I would say. We get a lot of stuff in this series. Outside of books, sorry, not including books, games. This is the most slop game. Where it's just like mediocre. It's just like, what are you doing here? And you know, we'll never know because we never got the full release. Or we haven't at least yet. You know, but like, I feel like if we're just stuck with the demo, it is such a slop, just whatever. Anyway, what do you guys think? What is your ranking? Vote now. I'd be fine if they told us Flash is dead, so no one did the purple card thing and dipped exactly. Yeah, they updated it for Tails games, updated it with a car and like some animations once, and that was it. It's such a weird thing. You think it will release on December 31st? Gems. I'm sorry, that's too hopeful. It's at least a 10-year wait. Mediocre. Say that again. F. Oh my gosh, you guys are pretty mean. Honestly, you're not even that wrong, though. Maybe I'm too kind to this one. NA? Oh my gosh, dude. What the heck? Oh my gosh. I did not think y'all were this hostile towards it. Okay. Hey, fair enough. Maybe I gotta make a video of being really mean to 5 laps. I didn't realize there was so much hate for it. Garten of BanBan will destroy 5. That's true. Is that an actual game? Let me quickly check. Garten of BanBan. No way it's a real game. Oh my gosh. I need to stay up to date with Garten of BanBan a bit more. Especially for the video. When is this coming out? Planned release date 2026? I have more faith in this game than I do 5 laps. And it looks better. Unironically. What the heck? Guys. I don't know if you guys can see this on stream. Hold up. Oh no, the way I'm capturing this, you guys can't. Hold up. No, I can get it. Garten of BanBan. Look at this game! Look at this game! I know it's cropped a little weird because I have it for the thing, but like, oh my gosh! Better than 5 laps. Crazy. F for Fazfest? Very funny. Very funny, Clavis. Don't think it has a single fan? I was defending it, I guess, a bit too much. I'm not a fan either. I just thought that there was, you know, some support for it. Here, I'll move it down a little bit. Damn. Lower than AR, honestly, yeah. I just thought it was, like, mediocre, but, okay. Why it look good? Yeah! Wait, why does BanBan look better than FNAF? That's, like, a little concerning. Like, legitimately, though, that is a little concerning. How is this looking better than 5 laps? Could not tell you. Okay. Finally. I can't delay it any longer, guys. I can't delay discussing the game I feel the most complicated about, probably, on this list. Secret of the Mimic. In some aspects, it is the best FNAF game. I think story-wise, not taking into account the Edwin voice acting, it's pretty good. I love it. I love it in so many ways. It expands on the Tails story. It made me, in some ways, happy that Tails was canceled. I still like Tails for its Pizzaplex expansions. But, like, the gameplay's so cooked, bro. It's so generic. And I hate people are like, oh, people comparing it to Poppy Playtime. Like, yes! Like, no, it's not 1-to-1. Guys, it's not 1-to-1. I'm not saying that. But there is so much that is similar, where it's just like, it's the most generic FNAF game I think we've gotten. In terms of gameplay. And things are pretty slow. And if we're taking into account the VR port, that's a whole nother debacle. But it's a step in the right direction in some other ways. I just don't want... I said this in my video. It's... what's the word? I don't want FNAF to be stagnant. And I'm worried with such a positive reception to this. FNAF, Steel Wool and Scott think it's going to be okay to make a similar quality of game. Especially in terms of gameplay and horror. Horror's not bad in this. I want... The Mimic was barely in the dark for the game. Tiger was the only dark part. Tiger was mint perfect. But everything else just varied so much in quality. The Mimic didn't mimic enough or like have enough changing of personalities outside of scripted stuff. Like, it's such a mixed bag. Gameplay I almost want to do first, because it's like, worse than Ruin, no. No, I couldn't do that to him. But I think Pizza Sim's better. I think I put it here, in terms of gameplay strictly. I think Help 1 and 2 is a bit better. And it's a step, it's a step in the right direction. We're becoming Sonic fans, we're cooked. I don't want to be that doomer, but with the VR port and stuff, it's tough to be. And some of the stuff coming out about Steel Wool, too. About how they may not be doing great financially. The next game's going to be a copy because we praised it too much. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about. I really don't want that. I don't... This gameplay, it's just too freaking not FNAF. And even if we don't want to go back to Office, just, like... Give me something outside of just, like... poppy slop, even though that's not really what it is. I don't want to be that mean to it, but that's the simplest way I can put it. Talking about VR or flat, mostly flat for now. VR, that's what this includes. VR. This kind of also does too, I guess. I haven't played in VR, so this is mostly just flat opinion on gameplay. This includes VR, and that might be why it's below Help 1 and 2 for me. In C, I think I can't put it back down, brother. Okay. Secret of the very existence of marketing. Exactly. Steel's got to work on depth. Yes, it's just so shallow. Yes, it's like Poppy. Poppy has the same issue, I think, where a lot of their gameplay is pretty shallow. The puzzles, I think, have taken a turn for the worse, and the horror's taken a turn for the worse. Steel Wool's getting back up there with the horror to like the aura of Curse of Dreadbear, but we're not quite there. As someone who enjoyed gameplay's boring generic. That's what I'm saying. And I know people are mostly in FNAF for the story. I'm not oblivious to that. But like, come on. Can we not agree to just push for better gameplay? Okay. I'm gonna put it here. Gameplay's better than FNAF 2, for sure. I think there's a pretty big gap here, I'm not gonna lie. What the heck's... I got no... Stop. I don't know if I'm gonna get... If my... This will get... I don't know if it would be, actually. I don't think it would be. But let me put on FFPS music. Because we're almost done. We're at the very end. I almost made it through. Sure. This works. Honestly, might become a Bendy fan. I already am a Bendy fan. It's just there's not a lot to talk about with that. Hello, neighbor. Don't go that far, please. It's okay. It's okay. We don't have to fall that far. The original game's a very boring gameplay. I personally disagree. I think there's more than that. What was that? It was I Got No Time by CG5. It just started scrolling music after my playlist ended. Or the Secret of the Mimic playlist ended. Should have been more focused on the Mimic and the Mimic hunting you down Alien Isolation style. True. Well, see, I think the original gameplay, it's definitely a bit more divisive on whether you enjoy it or not, but it sparked a whole frickin' genre. And the Help Wanted games still like pull from that formula. I think that formula works. Is it the best by itself? No, and I think that's why it could be a mix of the two. And I know, what's it called? Security Breach tried that, but did it horribly. And now we're paying the price for that. by not having it at all. Minibite told me in DMs he loves Garten of BanBan. Oh, don't you know it, Clavis? That's where I'm jumping ship after FNAF, is to Garten of BanBan. Do the same thing for 6 minutes and win? That's an over-exaggeration. I think that's kind of putting it in a bad light, like intentionally, like you're what's the word? That's a bad way of describing it, because there's so much complexity and balancing of mechanics. I guess from maybe, I don't know how much you've played, but playing it, there's a lot of mechanics and thought behind your actions, especially in the good FNAF games, right? The ones up here, you're thinking about your actions. Maybe Sister Location's a bit of an anomaly, but like you're balancing different things in your head. Do I flip? Do I not? Is it worth it to do this thing over this thing? Am I gonna run out of power? All that. Secret of the Mimic is not no thoughts, but it's more the generic formula, and I don't like that, and I will keep voicing my opinion on that, because I really don't want FNAF to just have generic filler gameplay while we learn about the story. That's not what original FNAF was, and I don't want it to fall into that. Played some FNAF games and right now, brilliant. The simplicity of formulas, that's what I'm saying! There's a reason that there's a fan game scene. There's a reason I'm working on 3 fan games. Although, to be fair, only one is the basic sit and survive. But still, there's a reason. It's because it's pretty genius. And Brick Bears, I think, is the perfect example of that. I love Brick Bears. It's so customizable. You can kind of pick how you play. Like, oh my gosh. I wish FNAF could do something like that nowadays. When Scott takes back the story will be saved. Least coping FNAF fan. Scott, the people who say that are not in the know about FNAF, I guess. Alright, chat. Time to vote. The final vote. Where are you guys putting Secret of the Mimic? Did I make a good enough case for like a C tier? I put it in C in both of these. I actually put it in the same spot too. That's nice. Did I make the case for a C tier? All things considered. Story is great. I think we can all agree on that. Story alone is probably an S. One of the best in FNAF. So I can see you guys pulling that up a little bit. But, come on. Other elements just aren't there. Hello, write an essay from finals. Leave this up in the background. Hello, TJ Ghostly. This stream might be ending soon, but you can rewind back in the VOD too. We'll see how much longer I go. I might pull up another tier list just for fun. We'll see. Cause I've done a books one in the past. Maybe I can find that one again to revisit it, cause that'd be funny to chat about. C, D, A, C, 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 low B. So hey, that might be a C or B. I'll take that. High C, lowest B. C's a little, what's the word? Okay, how do you guys feel about this? Now that I've placed it, better, worse Pizza Sim, better, worse FNAF World. Shuffle it from here. This is your guys' final spot. Any last changes that you think need to be addressed? Go. Question. When the Steel Wool era ends, how do you think fans will look back on it? Digidog, this is something I imagine you've watched my videos. I put that question onto Steel Wool a lot. Like, what do you want to be remembered for by the community? Right now, I don't think it's anything positive, like, or anything significantly great. Storytelling, while we're getting better, is still way negatively impacted by security breach. And by bits and pieces like Help Wanted 2, which right now does not have a great story. Maybe retrospectively we'll like it, but right now, no. I think W ranking way better than PS and 3. Pizza Sim in 3? I enjoy it more than 3. I could put it above Pizza Sim. W ranking, I think it goes above PS and SL. Maybe 3 as well. Yeah, why is 3 too high? Okay, you guys want to re-rank 3 now that everything's done? Put your new ranking for 3, chat. I'll move this above both of these, sure. I'll put it mid-B. I think SB has tanked everything at this point. Yeah, that's why I put it in F. There are parts of it I adore, but the ripple effects that it's had to this day just cannot get out of F tier for me. I prefer Pizza Sim more. Well, I'm not going to be able to get everybody's opinions in this, unfortunately. But re-rank 3 is S. Okay, we're not putting it there. If you guys want to re-rank 3, though, put your opinion in. I think 3 is a little high, too. I put 3 down here, but I also put 2 way lower than you guys. 3, gameplay-wise, yeah, it does kind of suck ass, but, this is all well-rounded. This includes, like, mini-games and stuff, too. Dun, 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 dun. Pizza Sim does go hard. I didn't talk about the music much, but the OST is always really solid for the game, so it's a pretty consistent thing, especially in the later ones. I like where everything is. Nice. 3 is below SL for me. Worse than World, surely. I can move it like here. How do we feel about that? Move it down just a little. Story hard carries. That's true. Secret of the mini bike games. I have a ton of secrets, but I gotta drip feed them, chat. I got nothing for this stream, but the Discord, if you want, Discord, that's where I'm sharing more stuff. That's where I drop, you know, little sneak peeks at stuff. Either that or you can become a member. I'm hoping to use the member posts more often to share some light on, like, video updates. Hot take is I like 1 or 2 more than 1. Minigames, gameplay, yeah. That's fair. The only reason this is low is it feels very bare bones compared to the original. I might, honestly, in retrospect, I might bring this down. This is a personal tier list. You know what? Screw this. I am bringing this down a little bit for my personal tier list. I think 1 is more well-rounded. This includes 1, though. That's the thing. That's why I think it's here. It's because it includes 1. And it does a pretty good job at capturing the same vibe, so I don't think I can do anything else with it. Rage Bait Sim, worse than World, surely. Do other people agree? FNAF 3, low B. I just moved it to CK. We're keeping it 3's below SL. Yeah. I'm keeping it here. I think. Unless we have some other crazy thing. Vibes and released on my birthday, so it's S tier in my heart. That's fair. Can't blame you for that. Alright. Let me quickly get FNAF book tier list. Because I do want to do that. I did that last time. Maybe a different day we could do like a characters tier list. That'd be kind of fun. But that might be a bit long for this stream. But I can do the books real quick. I don't know what opinions I'll have, but I will have some opinions for sure. Okay. Pizza Sim's night gameplay is very boring. I agree. This is mainly because of the, what's it called? The other gameplay. Salvages and, what's it called? The pizzeria stuff. Book tier list. This is, Banshee does a way better job. I haven't tried Banshee, but I've heard of it. Maybe I should try it. We're gonna go through this pretty quick, chat. There's a lot here. I don't want to waste your guys' time yapping for 20 minutes about each of these. So we're gonna go crazy. We're gonna have 1, and we're gonna be 1 chat. We're gonna be 1 tier list, and I'm gonna figure it out. Because some of these I really don't care about, or haven't read in a while. S. I think everybody agrees on that. I think so. I hope so. This, I didn't mind it that much. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it was as good as the first. I don't know if people look. I haven't read it in a while, to be fair. But I think I enjoy it pretty well. Gotta go by alien pointing. Can you put 90% of these in D? We'll get there. I thought the original this was also pretty good. I don't remember exactly, but I think it was pretty good. To be fair, Steel there dealt a terrible hand given a franchise with large expectations, not told to rest by PlayStation. Yeah, Steel Wool was put in a rough position for sure. And that's why Scott is a lot of the fault for like some of the earlier stuff, but I think stuff like VR is on them a lot too. It's their job to oversee that stuff. But as a small studio going into Security Breach, a lot more blame is on Scott for sure. Like Silver Eyes, haven't read anything else. Let's go through these quick. Logbook has some confusing lore, but overall it's still like a fun book. S tier despite the headaches. Like, I low-key might agree. Let's put it there. Fourth Closet, once again, I enjoyed it. I think the first 3 were pretty solid. Never got anything as good since. Wait, you're right. Art book, don't care. Let's see the ones that I haven't read. Hold up. Dude, I don't have a coloring book. How to draw. I think I might actually have that, but those who know, I don't draw that much. Okay. I haven't actually read this, but I know it's bad. And I've seen images. Don't think I have that. Haven't read it, but I know it's kind of mid. I guess I'm going to put it mid because I just know it is. I think the art is just like, eh. Low quality art slop. Just kidding. JK, the artist was probably just on a deadline. All your theories are wrong, goodbye, exactly. Logbook's great, what's with the deal with the last page? Was this the Scrap Baby one? I think it was. This one, I'm jumping around a lot, sorry. But, yeah, I want to get through these quicker. I don't want to waste your time with the books, so. I think this one was another solid update, too. I got the coloring book. Sal, if you give me a tier rating for it, I'll put it on here. I don't know anybody else who has the coloring book. I don't know which one that is. This one, I assume. It says coloring book on it. But I think this one's a little better. These specific rankings don't really matter too much. It's more the tiers that matter for the books, because there's just going to be so many. Hello, Backyard. I thought the first one of these was pretty good. I'd almost say A. It started off pretty strong. Into the Pit, obviously. Gotten a lot of adaptations over the years, but it's a pretty solid story. I can't say for sure. But we're going to fill these out really soon. Maybe B. Maybe. He started out pretty good. It did start out pretty good. Logbook introduced Cassidy Mirror, triple S tier. No. Why do we have an E? Hold up. We do not need that many levels of separation here. Delete. Boom. Silver Eyes graphic novel. Man, I don't know. D tier? I have it. Didn't know the coloring book existed? Me neither. Alright, it's like an E tier. I deleted E tier, but I'll put it in D tier for you. Bottom of D. Patterns repeat a lot, so nothing special. That's you know, that's pretty on brand for FNAF, I'd say, so. Fetch. Did I like these stories? What were these stories? Lonely Freddy, Fetch, and Out of Stock. I liked Out of Stock. Lonely Freddy was interesting. I don't know. It wasn't my exact cup of tea. There's a lot of, like, swapping stories, and I don't think Lonely Freddy's the best. I put it like C. There are worse stories. D? I mean, there are worse ones, but you gotta save the D's and F's. 1:35 a.m. Room for one more. And what was the third? The New Kid. New Kid's not bad. I gotta reread Frights at some point here. I've been saying that for a while, but I probably should. And Room for One More is like, hey, it's SL. We don't get a lot of, like, direct game stuff in these stories, but, like, all Fright stories are mid or bad. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should move this down. I mean, I was debating it. I'll put it down because you are kind of right. I might be overinflating the quality of that. 1:35 a.m.'s not bad. I'll put it here. Sure. Step Closer I kind of like. Like a C. What else is in Step Closer? The Jake story's good. Yep, that's true. The Mew Kid? Okay. Yeah, sure, of course. Why do I have 2 Discord notifications? Oh, I thought it was gonna be Fred. Fred's always spamming the at everyone. Okay. What is the other story in here? Dance With Me, Coming Home. Coming Home's pretty good. It's Susie. And I like Step Closer. Dance with Me is like, whatever. Real Jake gets A to S. That would be Blackbird. I'll give it A. I don't know if it's as good as the rest of these. But you're not wrong. Does that one have Breaking Wheel? I like Breaking Wheel too. I mean, I think those two are pretty nicely loved. I love the grotesque. Mew as in Mewtwo? That's not where my mind went to, but that's a better place to go than mewing. That's, I don't know why being around the brain rotted makes you the brain rotter. Think this format gets close to being FNAF slop? I think it is. Breaking Wheel's peak? It's true, it's true. Dude, whatever, I don't care about that. Where's the other one? Whatever. Ultimate Guide? I'm gonna pop that there. Sorry, I'm skipping some, but I do need to go back. What is Bunny Call in the Flesh? Oh, right, yeah, I know. I forgot about guys. We forgot about In the Flesh. We forgot. Dang it. And Man of 1280. It gave us Andrew. Oh yeah. Greatest book ever. That's what I'm saying. It's S. No. You know what, guys? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. No denying the truth at this point. Let's give it a fresh color too. Whew. Just top of the top right there. No more words. I think this says, hold up, I'm gonna have to start pulling out the books to check what stories have what. Books. Give me books. Okay, I got the books. I don't have them memorized. Holy peak, holy and true. Yep. I only speak the truth. Where's this book? I like Andrew, he's so vengeful. He is. Added Andrew instant F. Hey, Andrew slander? Really, guys? Come on. He told me everything. This had Phasgoo in it, too? Breaking Wheel and Phasgoo? Phasgoo, pushing it up there. Ooh. I don't know. I really like Breaking Wheel, though. I'll have to keep it there, I think. Gumdrop Angel. Let me pull up the book. Gumdrop Angel I wasn't a big fan of. Oh no, the cover's folded a little. Oh, dang it. How dare I. Sergio's Lucky Day and What We Found. Well, I know where you're going. I don't like What We Found. Look, Andrew is intriguing. Hudson, burn in a fire. I mean, he did, but, you know, for real. Okay. Next story. Puppet Carver. This is the thinner book. What is in here? This is Pizza Kit, doesn't it? I'm not a big fan of Pizza Kit. It was pretty good horror stuff, I guess, but it was just kind of weird. Jump for Tickets wasn't bad. Puppet Carver was interesting. Peak book. Gumdrop Angel's a war crime. I love Hudson Sal. You and me are gonna have to fist fight over it or something. Hudson is burning, and he will stay burning. Honestly, Hudson UCN. Okay, Shadow Pro. Sure. I don't know, I'm a big fan of this, so I'll throw it in C again. It's whatever. I don't know how others feel about it, but it's whatever. All right, next story. Friendly Face, another one that I feel about. Sea Bonnie's iconic. Together Forever wasn't bad. That was the one with the spring lock suit, right? I didn't mind that. Maybe? Not a lot of stuff connecting directly to FNAF, though. That's the issue. I want my FNAF stories to have FNAF in them. I know that's crazy, but, yeah. Insane. Alright, next up. Fazbear Frights. Kids at Play, Find Player 2, and Prankster. Right. Prankster, I like Prankster because it correctly connected to a story in a way. Help Wanted. I'd probably lose, but it'd be worth my go. No, Hudson is not worth it, I'm telling you. Shadow. Don't bring up the CE Bonnie song. Easiest S tiers ever. Do I reconsider? Yeah, you know what? It earns a spot in B for that. You're right. More like Chudson, Soul King VA. You know what's up. Fine Player 2 was like, oh, okay. Kids at Play was like weird in an interesting way. Oh, not the Sea Bunny song. Okay, well, I like Prankster, but like, not that much. Like there. Another C slop. Honestly, this is still relative to FNAF, by the way. I want to say, like, C is not middle of tier of all books ever, because, whew. No. That is not where freaking Prankster goes. Huge fan of the books. Some people take the Frights books too seriously. That's true. No, that's true. But I think also, like, quality-wise, there are some questionable decisions made there. But, yeah, I don't think their game line are connected to the games, really. Like, some stuff connects. There's some connections, obviously, that we can use in the games, like Scott himself said, but they're distant, guys. Tales games got canceled. So is Frights games. Felix the Shark, the Scoop, and You're the Banshee. The Scoop was like... Dog. Like, what? It's like whatever. I guess the worst one then for me is Gumdrop Angel, huh? Interesting. Good to know. For the future, I can say, I hate Gumdrop Angel. I hate you. You're the Band is pretty good, though, from this story, but, like, that's it. It does have Mike. Kind of like the meme books, way more than the mid books. That's true. That's true. Hey, that's why that got up there and this got as high as it did. And this had C Bonnie, or what's it called? He Told Me Everything, so. Jake's story up the bar for Frights? It did. That's true. Yeah, no. Locked in for like one story. And then a little bit for Breaking Wheel, too. Breaking Wheel is good. Lally's Game. I have had enough of this dumb stitch line. Made a new theory called Andrew Line. Yes. Okay. Tails. Lally was so weird. I love the freaking the cancer blob story under construction. Woo. Freaking love that story. It's like my favorite. What else is in that? I'm forgetting one. Shoot, I'm a fake Tails fan. Lally's Game. Holy chopped. I haven't read these in too long. 1 second, chat. Let's use some Googling. Lally's Game. Why am I a fake fan? Tales from the Peace Looks #1, Lally's Game. Frailty! Bah! That one's pretty good. Can't believe I forgot about Frailty. Not me just quoting a bunch of meme songs. Yeah, the cancer one. That brings it down a lot for me. Frailty's pretty good, though. I can't give it a B, though. It's still slop. And Lally is also slop. So, like, I don't know, here. Best you're getting. That's still pretty nice, I'd say, for Lally's Game and under construction, but, like, sure. Lally's gonna be like Jigsaw in the newest Mega Cat game. Lally victim. Oh my gosh, yes. Whatever. Graphic novel slop. Yeah, let me put the rest of them in there. Oh my gosh, Midnight Motorist. Goes so hard. Slap. They're just whatever for me. I have a couple of them, but man. I barely remember anything out of Tales. It is an interesting series. We'll get to Animatronic Apocalypse. I know what stories that's in. This had Help Wanted, which I quite enjoyed because it seems to answer game stuff, but then it didn't really. What's the third story? Shoot! I'm always forgetting the final one. I know 2 of the 3. Okay, let me look it up. Haps FNAF. I know the Haps story, because the main character has my name, Aiden. But I don't know about the other 2. B7! Fudge! Fudge! Ah! You just killed yourself. You shot yourself in the foot. Worse than freaking Lally's Game. Send it. Didn't include movie novel 2 because it's so trash. It doesn't deserve to be here. Let's be honest, guys. You know where it'd go. Let's just say we know where it'd go. Where'd I put it? Lower. B7, no. This is, no, we're not character encyclopedia yet. Security breach files, also F. I don't like how bad these do security breach. Done dirty, no. Oh my gosh, wait. Hold up, I gotta look up I gotta add something to this tier list. FNAF 2, I'll add the movie novelization too, just so that it's completed. Because if I'm adding one, I might as well add 2. Because the Ultimate Guide's not on here, 2.0. And I need to rank that. It's a law, I need to rank it. So let me, add image. Boom, there we go. Flip these. Alright, chat. Now we're good. The song's better than a good chunk of the books put together. That's true. This one's going in triple. The song would go in triple S tier with Bunny Call. This one has pressure, which is just kind of weird with that employee, and somnophobia, and another phobia, I think, claustrophobia with Ballora and the vents. Better than Lowly's game. I'll give it that. Better than Fetch, maybe. Nah, I wouldn't even say that. Yeah, I'll just put this down now, by the way. not gonna even think about it. Second FNAF, I wish we could rank the movies, but there's no real place to put them. They would not be very high though. First one was decent, second one was bad. Also wrote the 7 Hello Neighbor books. I feel like I did know, have heard that before, yeah. This has Animatronic Apocalypse, but it also has Bobby Dots 1. And for that reason, and it has Submechanophobia, which is pretty good. For that reason, it's going like right here. Who could forget Animatronic Apocalypse? I mean, come on. It's just glorious. It's got to go there. Character Encyclopedia. The renders are chopped. The art is chopped. There's typos in the book. It implies that the crying child is the person who plays in FNAF 4 when that is blatantly not true. Regardless of whether CC went through them, you're playing as Mike because of the FNAF 1 phone call and all the other stuff. But mainly the phone call. Almost gonna voice act in a fan episode for Outro Apocalypse. The guy who does the podcast won't touch it. The 39 football, that's funny. You can't rank it because there's only 2 of them. Sure, well, we'll wait for all the spin-offs to come out, you know? F tier, top of F tier. It's bad. Will you do characters? Maybe a different stream. That could be really fun. Maybe a next stream, cause that could be fun. I like doing tier lists. So, as you can see, guys, this slope's not great. The other ones, your guys' is pretty balanced. This one's sloping down a little bit. This one's pretty balanced too, I'd say. Even a little bit up, I'd say, interestingly. But yeah, this one's not looking good for books. This, I actually legitimately love this. It can't be as good as those, but I love the 3rd installment. It's my favorite of the, like, novella style, so. Triple T tier for an encyclopedia. Should have to pay for you to read it. Okay, since this is a group one, I'll move it lower than those. Y'all are mean. Oh my gosh. Great, because it gave Mike laugh and I love Freddy Carter. I loved his performance. Character did nothing though. So, you know. This novelization also sucks. But it's a bit better. I put like there. I don't know what you guys think on it, but it's still weird. It's still like an early draft with Doug and stuff, and I don't remember if he was supposed to re-release it, but I don't think Scott ever did. FNAF 4 occurred in CC's mind. Would've, yeah. Right now, the current twist is that you're supposed to think it's CC, but then, you know, you dig deeper, it's Mike. But, I believe that was what people believed at the time, was that it was literally Nightmares. But, that would have been cool, but unfortunately FNAF's not so simple. Justice for Doug, true. This has the Mimic short story, which isn't too bad. It has Nexie and it has Drowning. Drowning wasn't bad either. Nexie's whatever. I put it like, I like it a decent bit. Novelizations are pretty friggin' weird. I'd say so. Justice for Jeremiah 2. True. Tiger, eh. Bleeding Heart, not bad. Tiger Rock, not bad. What was the third? I don't remember. Tiger. Tiger Rock, FNAF. Secret of the Mimic? Tiger Rock is not in Secret of the Mimic. It's fake news. What's in this story? The Monty Within. I do kind of like the Monty Within. It's interesting. Mimic Story's good. How did we forget Bobby Dots? Oh, I mentioned it. Bobby Dots are amazing. That's why it's the best of the novellas for me. Part 2, plus the storyteller, my favorite character, like, conceptually. I love the idea of the storyteller, so this immediately goes in here. Even if it carries... GG-wise, not bad either, so honestly, it's pretty good. But Tiger, very hit or miss, but I'd give it, like, Fakir. Another C-slop book. B7-2, still not redeemed itself. I like Didophobia as a story. And then the last one, gosh, I still don't remember. Oh, it's Alone Together. I remember that one. As bad as these. Nah, it's gotta be bottom of C. Suppress most because I have nothing to say about him. Unwithered Tree in the books was Pog, exactly. Cookbook, I have this, I made something from it, and it was pretty tasty. So, you know what? Get a solid B tier from me, kid. Tiger Rock is the first time I'm scared. To be a nerd emoji, it's White Tiger, but that's okay. Tiger Rock has more aura, but Tiger Rock's gonna be the name of, the Glam Rock version when we come back for Security Breach 2. So we gotta save the name. But it is a phenomenal sequence, I agree. Best part of Secret of the Mimic to me. Can't wait for it in VR. Might save the game a little bit for me. We'll see. Might. I don't like Monster. Screw that. Does it really deserve F, though, with those? Nah. Pop in the D slop. Talbert Files? No. Talbert Files in Triple S. No. No non-official books. Let's not get all that in there. Just give the cookbook grader to the games. I think they can handle it. That's true. Hey, B tier, not too bad. VIP in week before peak. Just saying when we get to them. Well, here we are. VIP. Not. I enjoy that one more. Like that. Like that. Pretty. Actually, should I speak a bit more on why? I mean, come on. It's just a nice, simple story in the Pizzaplex. I don't think it's canon to the games, but I think it gives us some insight, and I love the Pizzaplex. I wish we had more games history to it. If VIP ends up being canon, then it does give us more context, but it's just a fun little story about a pig. Week before peak. I think it's less of a headache than Logbook, so boom. Might even be, honestly, kind of hit it out of the park. What's my honest opinion on Secret of the Mimic VR? Hey, I got a whole video. But, that's on the whole situation. I think, like, as a port, from what I've heard, the quality's just, like, average. Or, like, you know, it's the game in VR. Nothing more, nothing less. But the bugs drag it down a lot. And the overall lack of polish, specifically with, like, the endings and stuff. So, not a great look. Not great for FNAF as a whole in its health. Like, not good at all. But as a, like, port standalone, it's just eh. But I haven't played it yet. So, once I get to PC, we'll see if that changes. Might actually still have books? Yeah. First week is S. Yep. It's right here. The peak before gets a good spot. This does not. It's kind of funny, low-key, but better than most of these stories, I still think. Can I put it in the front? Yeah. I'm gonna make it champion of C. It's something. This gets like here. I can't be that mean. Can I? Yeah, I can. Boom. This one, you get ran over a whole bunch. It's something. There's some weird stuff in it, but it's not nearly as good as the other two. This is objectively, it's less funny than this, and nothing happens. Nothing ever happens. Just the reagent and GGY stuff that barely gets explored. How many versions of this pit do we need? Like, it was good, but not that good. Wasn't the best version. I think the original was better and the game. And it's just like, it's such a weird story. I don't like it, and I think that the last two of the interactive novels don't live up to the hype of the other two. Disappointing, but it is what it is. Now we get this. Not quite F. I don't really care about these ones. I just shoved them in D because they're all mid. Like, the art of all of them is pretty eh. Like, it has all the information from the great ones, right? Or the better ones. Where'd I put the other one? Hold up. Where'd I put Ultimate Guide version 1? I gotta find that real quick. I put it here. Yeah. There. It has Chica's Secret Party, though, so I could move it up to C, but this is it. Just got here. Thank you for Silverizing S. Hey, only correct opinions around here. What can I say? But, yeah, that's it. Worst version of Into the Pit, I would agree. Unless we're including graphic novels, but that's like, why? Why are we including that? It's not really a different version too much. Return to the Pit is confusing because of the existence of the Into the Pit. Yeah, the naming is wonky. I don't know. It's because they already had a book called that, so I guess they just renamed it. It's whatever. But yeah, no, I hate Ultimate Guide 2.0, but it does have a lot of correct information, updates some stuff. But it also does get a decent number of things wrong, and there's the cheek, and like, they barely updated the security breach section from these and Ruin, and Secret of the Mimic section sucks, because the game wasn't out yet when that section was getting written, and the Help 1 and 2 section's abysmal. Like, it's funny, comparing this, the quality of this with Help 1 and 1, because it's included Help 1 and 1, and Curse of Dreadbear to this with Help 1 and 2, it's like night and day. Help 1 and 2 is done so dirty in this that, I hate it. Where would you rank The Great Gatsby? I have read that. Can you guess? I wonder where on the tier list of FNAF books it would rank. You think it's at the top? Nah, it's F tier. FNAF literature, best literature. Count Chica's Party is a negative? Yeah, if it leads, I'm assuming it leads into something good and worthwhile. But that's true. We don't know yet. So, who knows? Alright, chat. Well, I think that's it. I think we see, you know, the books are not doing so hot. About the same trajectory as the games. Honestly, it's like the same sort of graph, game for the gameplay graph. And then, yeah, we're pretty similar in a lot of ways, chat. I think we, as a community, we agree on a lot of things. And hopefully we can all push for Steelwool to do better in the future. Obviously tells us Toy Chica's William Afton. Oh, of course. Of course. It would be funny to compare this list to what Gibby thought of the Fright books. That's true. I mean, a lot of them I just threw it. Like, I don't have specific opinions like this one is better than the other. I tried my best. But I gotta reread them, too. But anyway, I think that's it, chat. I think, what is this music, bro? This ain't good ending music. Hold up. What is this? Sure. Well, chat. It's been fun ranking stuff, but I must depart now to do different things. Oh, and happy Mother's Day. To make sure you cherish your mothers if you haven't already. Or if you're a mother, happy Mother's Day. But yeah, have a good one, all of you, chat. Wait, where's Return by Felly to a Candy Bunny? That's a good question. Hey, maybe once you get more fan books out there that I can rank. But hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be back at some point in the